Hello guys! As I promised, actually I didn't promise, but I put a survey on my Instagram and you guys clicked yes. I will teach you today how to make a traditional apple pie. Let's go to the ingredients. For this recipe, I'm using this size 24 centimeters, 4 centimeters high. For that, I'm using 3.5 teacups of wheat flour, 300 grams of butter, and I prefer to use salted butter. You can use no salt, but I prefer salted butter. 6 or 7 apples, mixed apples. I use green apples and red apples. And 1 lemon. Attention, this is a lemon. This, more common in Brazil, is a lime. And I'm using that because add a little kind of a little scent, a little aroma, some sour taste, and most importantly, stop the apples from being dark, from oxidating because of the oxidation. Ice cold water. You're not using everything, but I will teach you how to use it. Come closer. First, put the butter cut into cubes into the flour. Everything has to be very, very cold. This is called all butter pie crust. But the French name for that, and you're gonna find some French names, is pâte sucre.
Pâte sucrée. Pâte sucrée.
And I would like to thank my very, very dear friend Paul. And you should check Cozinha do Paul. Amazing. Use the tip of your fingers to start. Do not use your whole hand because this has to remain cold. Let's begin. Can you see it? Try to get some consistency, but still, let's work on it. When you start to get to this consistency, in order to get a real good dough, you have to add some water. But 1 teaspoon at a time. Okay, 1 teaspoon at a time. If you add a lot of water, your dough will get together a lot faster. But when you put it in the oven and you bake it, it will be hard and dry and not with those beautiful buttery taste. Can you see it? Can you see, Matheus?
Yes.
Okay. Can you smell it?
No.
For me, this dough is okay, but it's a little bit too soft, and you can add a little more flour. One very important thing. If you start to be too soft, you stop doing that and put it in the freezer and the fridge, because this is pure butter, and if the day is too hot or you touch it too much, it starts to dissolve. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention other ingredients that I will add on apples, but I will show in a minute. Sorry, you have to cover with film. And then you put it in the fridge. Now we're going to prepare the apples, and how do you do that? I will cut the apples in 4 and then I will peel them. Cutting the apples in 4 pieces, half and half. Or also 1 red apple. Now you're going to remove the seeds. And you have to do it in all 6 or 7 apples. After you do that, you peel the apple. You know what's peeling the apple, Matheus?
No.
This peeling, because this is the peel of the apple, and it's love it. And we're going to do that with all apples, okay? After cutting and peeling the apples, you have to slice them, and you go like this. Remember the onions? Use your knuckles of the fingers to guide your knife so you not will hurt yourself. You have to do that with all the pieces of apples, with all the apples. After that, put it in the bowl. You are going to add demerara sugar, and this is your taste. Cinnamon, nutmegs, and you have to use a grater and grate a little nutmeg. Remember, not to get dark. Lemon juice, squeeze it. Then you mix it up. Grab a slice. Taste it. And you do it with all 7 apples. Final steps. Now we have to open the dough, and we're going to use a cylinder. But to make it easier, I will apply film on my surface, and I will show you how. For the first part, I will use a little more than a half, and the rest comes back to the fridge. Again, to make it easier, I will cover this part also with film, and then I'll apply the cylinder. Take a look. Today is very hot, so my dough is a little too soft. I have to be careful with that. Can you see there?
Yes.
Much. Open all directions because I have to make a circle. How to know if everything is okay? You do that. So you can measure a little bit more. Yes. And now, here is the secret. Remove this peel. Save it for later. I'm gonna use this. See?
Yeah.
Now let's do it. And you can fix with your hands and with the plastic, with the film to help you to put it all together. Yes. That's not a problem. Not to fear. With any knife, you trim the edges. If something tear it apart, don't worry, you can do that. Okay, normally I do it better, but today it's too hot. I will let this rest in the fridge a little more time because my dough is too soft because today is too hot. And this is pure butter. We'll come back in a few minutes, right? Rolling.
Rolling.
Let's go. And now, my beautiful people, you have to fill up this big space with the apple slices, and you go like this. It's a little worky, you know, it's a labor, but I love it. So you're going all the way in one direction. Hold on. So you fill up like this, and you fill up with everything. Let's go, working on. Okay, I just opened the cover of the pie because you know how to do it. Before covering the pie, preheat your oven at 180 degrees Celsius. So remove this. Mateus, I need a little help. Try a little help, my friend. I will put this. Put it in, yes, thank you very much. And I can do here, I can do this. Yeah, right? Beautiful. You're beautiful, it's true. press with your fingers like this, and then use a, how do I call this? Fork. Yes, fork, it is a knife. Thank you, and do this. Just because it's beautiful. Remember how there's like a capricho, right? And you do something, and you trim it. Don't worry about the little mistakes, because and you trim it. Now is the funny part. And you have to move fast because, again, the dough is dissolving because this is pure butter. Funny, something like this. It's very important to make some cuts because there's a lot of steam coming out of the water because the apples release a lot of water, so you have to do that. And just the final thing, the final detail, last detail, an egg. Silicone brush, and you just brush it. Again, this is not the best presentation in the world, but I'm not a pastry chef. I'm not a chef at all. Let's go to the oven. The oven was preheat in 180 degrees. We'll come back when the pie is ready and baked. Sorry, I forgot. 50 minutes, 1 hour tops, and everything will be perfect. Hey, after a little more than 1 hour, put it here, let it cool for one more hour, and we're good to go. Bye bye, thank you very much.